All right, so the Queen USA knife that I've been waiting for was finally released. These are available on their website. Although it did say smooth green bone, and this is very obviously not smooth green bone, but I would prefer this, so that's not a big deal to me. But you get the same tin and everything you get with the other Queen USA knives. So I won't talk about that. But this is a Barlow, and this is in the same green jig bone as that jumbo trapper that I did a video on a little while back. And this knife is almost certainly made by Bear & Sons. It's too similar to the other Bear & Son Barlows that I have. Um, that being said, it does feel slightly more premium, which is good because you're paying more money. This is around $55, I think, which isn't horrible. The Stag one is closer to 90. I don't know if I'd suggest that. The Stag looked cool and everything, and I know some people really love Stag handles. I'm not one of those people, so a lot of times I'll try to save the Stag handled stuff for people that are really into that. Meanwhile, I really like jig bone and smooth bone and stuff like that, wood. Um, but yeah, this is the newest Queen USA knife. It's a Barlow, which I was excited about. 1095 carbon steel. You get clip blade. Here it says Queen Cutlery Co. number 22. So I guess this is the model number 22. See a tang stamp there, Queen USA. The model number on that blade. Action's pretty good on the knife. No blade play on this. No model number tang stamped in it. Action's pretty good. Fit and finish on the back springs looks pretty good. There's a slight gap there, it looks like. Can't really show that. Maybe right there you can see it. But there's a slight gap there. Action's pretty good. No blade play, I don't think. Maybe just a slight bit of blade play. I think there is a very little bit of blade play. Nothing major. I probably won't even fix that because if there is some blade play, it's a very slight. So that's cool. These have the long pulls on them like most Bear & Sons knives do. And just by the shape of this blade, it really seems like this is made by Bear & Son. So I think Bear & Son is making these Barlows at the very least. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're making all of the knives for Queen USA, but that's kind of my assumption at this point. You get the Queen Shield here. I assume just glued in. I actually had the shield for my Jumbo Trapper fall out and had to glue it back in. So that's not great. I would have preferred it to be pinned, but for this price point, you kind of expect it to be glued. I just glued the shield back in because thankfully it fell out in my pocket. But that's the first time I've ever had a shield fall off of a pocket knife. So I thought that was interesting. Certainly an interesting experience for me, having it be the first time that it's ever happened to me. The blade centering isn't perfect, but it's pretty good. I have just noticed since I got the video out, there's a gap here. Let me see if I can show this. Let's get this blade open here. There's a gap here. Pretty substantial gap here between the liner and the handle material there. You see that? That's not great. I mean, is it going to fall off? Probably not because it's pinned and everything. But that is there. So that's, not great. Um, but I mean, it does happen. It shouldn't happen, but it does happen sometimes. Um, Not a huge deal, I don't think, but it is certainly a fit and finish issue with these knives. I'm gonna get some people that are gonna say that these knives aren't worth anything, but it's a $55 knife, and to me, this is worth $55. I think. I mean, it'll compete with a case, as far as I'm concerned, and the case is more money. Um, So I would have it compete with Case, and the Case is more money. But Bear & Sons quality control isn't great. Something that I've pointed out, and I'm pretty sure Bear & Sons is making these knives for Queen, or for Smoky Mountain Knife Works under the Queen banner. Yes, that's the wording. The other thing that's not great on this knife is the edge grind here is somebody got real happy with that belt sander. It's ground a lot, and it does have a slight recurve to it. That's something that you could fix if it really bothered you. It doesn't bother me that much. It's just not. It's not what you kind of expect from the Queen uh, knife name. Now that being said, there's a good chance that this is just a um, one of one, and there's going to be plenty of Queen Barlows out there that are perfectly put together, well finished, don't have edge grinds like this. So there'll be some knives out there like that. But this is the one that I got. Overall, I'm not too upset with it. I'm pretty happy to have another example of a Barlow knife. 2024 is already the year of the Barlow, with Great Eastern Cutlery releasing the Sheep's Foot TC, with Case bringing back their Barlow, and with the Queen Barlow. And Baron Son is releasing a Sheep's Foot Barlow at some point too, which I'm also really excited about because it looks awesome. So I'll probably order at least one of them. I may order two just to make sure that I get a good one, because Baron Son's a little iffy sometimes. But 2024 is the year of the Barlow. Super excited about it. Um, and overall, I don't think this Queen knife is that bad. If you like the green jig bone, I would uh, maybe recommend getting one of these. I don't think I would recommend spending the almost $90 that the Stag one is, just because I don't think it's worth it. Um, for like $35-$40 more to get Stag, I would just prefer spending less to get the jig bone. Um, and you're still getting the same pocket knife, it's just got a different handle material on it. So I wouldn't recommend getting the Stag unless you're just super into Stag, in which case I guess it's probably worth it. I am not, so I'm happy with the bone for quite a bit less money. But anyway, it's going to be it for this video on this new Queen USA made Barlow here. And I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a good day.